His morning crew with Rob, Allison, and Jim.
I'm glad you're along with us right now because you're going to meet an amazing family that has been standing real strong in their faith.
Cheyenne Vandergrift came down with the flu back in February and she was hospitalized for complications. It escalated, causing damage to Cheyenne's heart and lungs. She spent 75 days in the hospital earlier this year, full of highs and lows. But we are thrilled to have Cheyenne and her mom Tina in the studio with us. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
So Cheyenne, how are you doing now?
I'm doing really well.
How are you feeling on a day-to-day basis?
Taking it day by day, but each day gets a little easier.
It's got to be like you're in a fog. I mean, going through the journey that you've been through so far?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, yeah. You know, Tina reached out to us, and Tina is Cheyenne's mom. And it was with this text, and she originally wrote us this. I was prompted by the Lord to place earbuds in her sweet ears so that she can listen to his radio. We are followers of Christ, and I listen to his morning crew and Erica in the living room during the week. You are all an amazing blessing to my soul, and I thank you. Tina, why do you think the Lord prompted you to put these earbuds in Cheyenne's ears?
Wow, you reading that text took me back there. I think for me, listening to music and listening to the word through lyrics, it's encouraging. It lifts the spirits when maybe you don't have a way of encouraging yourself or reading the word. So worship and listening to music is a natural, easy flow to allow the spirit to kind of bounce around inside and minister to your mind and your heart in the midst of walking through a valley that you didn't expect to walk through.
Because at this time, she's in the hospital.
Right. I think I was looking back at the dates recently, and I think this picture was taken less than a week after everything kind of broke loose. So I was just kind of prompted to put worship music on and sing over her. And I didn't want it to be too loud, but in ICU, it's very serious and beeping and all that. And I wanted it to be as close to her and confined within her so that earbuds were perfect.
So many people were praying for you guys and sending you encouragement, including the entire crowd of 10,000 people at Winter Jam back in March. Is that right, Cheyenne?
That was amazing.
What was that like to know that so many people are praying and cheering for you?
That's amazing. I don't know. Every time I looked on Facebook and somebody had posted something, and I think somebody had sent this to me, and I was like, wow, to know that your name was very normal and average, and then in the blink of an eye, everybody knew your name and knew what you were going through or your family was going through. It's wild how life can flip on a dime that you don't expect at all.
And the whole outpouring of a community. Everybody within the upstate of South Carolina knows Cheyenne's name, and her name goes across the globe, and people are praying. Yeah. And cards come pouring in. How many cards did you count?
I think we counted like over 400 cards and gadgets, everything that came in, I put my hand on. I attached the addresses to every card and every document. And I know this was meant for Cheyenne, but I think the Lord knew I needed a visual, and staff there at MUSC said that was the happiest and will ever be the happiest place. And even when we went back and visited MUSC a couple weeks ago, they still talk about that room and just what a joy, because they see a lot of ugly. And so to be able to walk into a room filled with joy and color, and for me, the presence of the Lord, they felt that. And the community helped build that for the hospital and the situations there. So it was amazing.
What did that mean to you, Cheyenne, personally? I mean, that outpouring of love from everybody, from your high school to a whole community.
It was very shocking.
Yeah.
But it was very heartwarming as well.
Well, we're grateful that you've been along with us this morning. We got more for you coming up in just a bit here on his radio. Cheyenne and Tina, an amazing journey that this family has been through.